Hello, everybody.
How you doing? I'm Ron.
I'm Judy.
And we're full-time dreams. You can't come up with that over there.
That clears that all up.
Glad everybody's here. I want to thank you guys right away. Meant to be RVing, hunting stuff with J&J and the RV DJ. Thank you all for coming in.
We appreciate you guys coming in and supporting us.
We're going to do a few things before we start on our 40 questions for the night.
In our news this week, if you guys haven't seen, we were guests on the RVadvisor podcast. That was kind of cool for them to come and ask us, and they did a little interview, and that's on
RVadvisor.
RVadvisor. They have a YouTube channel. You can find it there. I did put a link down in the description, so it's down in the description if you guys want to go check it out.
It was kind of a surprise. Why would they want to come and ask us questions? Well, we're going to answer some questions tonight, too.
In other news this week, Charlie Brown is no more.
Not on network TV anymore.
No more Christmas specials. No more Great Pumpkin. You got to go with the conglomerate of Apple to go see Charlie Brown anymore.
I'm not quite sure exactly why that happens, doing that kind of stuff, but I mean, it's something that's been on TV forever. Why they have to change it so that you can get it in only one place is beyond me.
I guess they said they're going to do a couple free days. I haven't looked into it, but I used to be able to recite Charlie Brown with my sister, word for word. We had the record album of the Charlie Brown Christmas.
So you didn't even watch it on TV. You listened to it on the record.
We'll get into the age question later and see how old we are. In other news, a man in Manchester who was wearing a snake, and they told him that was not a legitimate face covering. He got on a train and people thought he was actually wearing like one of the funny masks type things like I make my mom wear. And then they realized the snake was slithering around, so they told him that wasn't allowed and he couldn't wear the snake.
Did they kick the snake off the train?
Yeah, they kicked him off the train, and he wasn't allowed to wear a snake as a legitimate face covering. So I thought it was pretty funny.
I see Nancy came in. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Thrifty Angela. Chasing America. Thank you, everybody, for coming in.
And the dry campers, did you get them? Did you miss them?
I don't think I did get the dry campers. They're just coming in now. We got stuff going on now.
So we're going to get into our 40 question challenge. We didn't get challenged by anybody. Same as Steve Turtle did. Like he said, he challenged everybody. But yeah, tell me to tell a joke.
Why you tell a joke? Everybody get ready to laugh.
Did you know I used to work in a bank?
No, I didn't know you worked in a bank.
I only lasted a day. The lady came in and asked me to check her balance, and I pushed her over. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. I guess it was pretty funny, but
I need a better sidekick. Anybody, any volunteers? All right, on to our 40 questions.
Do you like blue cheese? Number one.
Well, that's a really silly question because we're Buffalonians. What the heck else do you dip your your chicken wings in but blue cheese?
Blue cheese for sure.
If you dip them in ranch, you're not allowed to eat chicken wings with us anymore.
But we also have blue cheese crumble and blue cheese dressing in our salads. So
I used to hate it when I was young, actually, but as I get older, the tastes expand.
Hey, Avenger RV Adventures, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Ready for number 2?
Yep.
Okay, question number 2. Coke or Pepsi?
Neither.
Diet Pepsi.
By the 2 liters.
Diet Pepsi is pretty much my only addiction, and I've gotten rid of it a couple of times, and I keep coming back to it for some strange reason.
And here's a question for everybody in the chat. Do you call it pop or soda? We're from Buffalo. We call it pop.
Okay, let's see what anybody got anything. Right, buffalo wings and blue cheese. That's right, meant to be RVing. Okay, we're going to try question number 3. Are you in a relationship?
I suppose.
We've been engaged for 10 years now.
Why rush into anything?
Been in a relationship with our dog for, well, I've been in a relationship with the dog for 13 years. He's been hanging around. But.
Yeah, we met on the internet.
Plenty of fish.
It actually works. His daughter signed him up for it.
Yeah,
I had already been single for about 1.5 years, I think.
And yeah, my daughter signed me up for it. Said, "Hey, you got to do this," and she put up put my picture up and everything else, and I was like, not all that into it.
You met some weird people on there.
Yeah, I met some real weird people.
Some lady that goes, "I know what you smell like. I saw you in a store."
Yeah, I know what you smell like. I know what you drive. I was like, black.
Creepy people. I met some real winners on there too.
Okay, let's try number 4. Number 4 is whiskey, tequila, or vodka. I think that whiskey would be, out of those 3, is probably, because I like the Jack Daniels, the honey Jack Daniels, and the newest thing is...
Yeah, our brother got us hooked on the honey Jack Daniels and the peanut butter whiskey.
The peanut butter whiskey is what's going on now. But tequila,
we're not big drinkers to begin with.
Tequila is not something that I really have.
Unless it's in a margarita.
I haven't done any tequila since I was in the service, and there's reasons why I don't do tequila anymore.
Really, Paula? Tequila? Yeah. Didn't it used to be peppermint schnapps and Goldschlagers?
Okay, let me see here. We're going to go with question number 5. Question number 5 is hot dogs or cheeseburgers?
Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. Pepsi. Pepsi.
Oh, I like cheeseburgers, but I like cheeseburgers that you make and put on the grill and do that kind of thing with. I'm not really into the fast food cheeseburgers. They just kind of more like hockey pucks with flavor. And so I'm not really into that, but there's a couple of places around here like Ted's hot dogs that...
Yeah, that's another Buffalo thing. Buffalo has awesome food. If you've never been here, it's kind of sad when we go to other places. But they have the natural casing hot dogs. We had some friends that used to come up, and they'd come over for a party and say, do you guys want steaks? Do you want this for dinner? And, you want a home cooked meal, because they're on the road a lot. And when they'd get there, and all they'd want were Salen's hot dogs, because they couldn't get that kind of hot dog anywhere else.
Right.
Cheeseburger with a margarita. That's going to be next week.
Okay. Number 6. What is your favorite food?
Yes.
Oh.
Food.
Well, my favorite food is venison or wild game type of thing, and
Backstraps.
Backstraps.
We just had backstraps for dinner tonight.
I think that now that we started doing keto again, I like it even more. It's the only problem is it's a lot leaner, so it doesn't have as much fat contact as some of the other meat that you have. But that's my favorite. It used to be potatoes because I'd have mashed potatoes and baked potatoes, but that's why I'm the shape that I'm in right now. So we're trying to change that kind of thing right now. You got yours up.
I like all foods. I don't really think I have a favorite food. I like good tasting food. That's not complicated to make.
Right. Well, she
hey,
likes
Lucia,
that.
How are you?
She likes that shrimp scampi that she made for our first Valentine's Day. She made shrimp scampi.
I haven't made that in a long time.
No, but
you make that without the noodles.
I was trying to.
Oh, that's what
I was trying to be really good about things because I've had some questions about scallops before, and along in the shrimp scampi, she put in some scallops in there, and I absolutely love scallops. They're fantastic. They taste great, but boy, did they make me sicker than a dog. I mean, I can eat all kinds of shellfish and nothing bothers me at all.
I really don't think that's why he had a stroke the next day, but.
Well, I was sick all night, went to work and cut and split 10 cords of firewood. And then I was working on the farm at the time, and I went to help the farmer get his horse up. The horse was down and the vet was there and they couldn't get it to stand up. So I put the horse's head on my shoulder and stood up with it and had a stroke. I couldn't talk and went through a whole bunch of stuff with that. But needless to say, we'll blame it on the scallops, right?
Is that the reason why we're not married after 10 years?
Okay, let's try what do you drink in the AM?
Bulletproof Coffee. If anybody knows what that is, it's a keto thing. It's butter and heavy cream and that kind of thing mixed up. It's pretty good.
Well, hi, Sue, from Lucky Dog Production Moderator and Reality Creator.
Really Creative Travel.
There you go.
We say hi to Adventure RV.
Thank you for
And Lucia wants to know if we would rather dance naked in the rain or sing karaoke.
How about dancing naked, singing karaoke in the rain? I think we could
give it a whole round out.
Oh, did I answer that one? My AM drink is Diet Pepsi.
What's your afternoon drink?
And Diet Pepsi.
What's your evening drink?
Diet Pepsi and rum.
So you get the gist of the conversation there. Okay. And that leads you into, can you do 100 push-ups?
I used to be able to do 100 push-ups all at once, but I can do 100 push-ups right now if you give me a couple of days.
We'll start now, and by next Wednesday, we'll have our 100 push-ups done. I think we can average them out over 7 days.
How about you?
No. I don't think I could ever do 100 push-ups. I was never strong. I always hated those rope ladders in gym class, too. I could never get up those.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and try number 9, your favorite season.
I like spring because we're in the Northeast and that's when we're getting our camper out of storage. But I do like the fall weather when it's just a little bit cooler and the leaves are all changed and it looks real pretty.
My favorite season is deer season. That just happens to be in the fall. But I kind of enjoy when the weather starts to get a little bit cooler and you don't have to be all bundled up completely, but you can wear a sweatshirt on cool days and be able to take the sweatshirt off. And when it warms up, that's the type of weather that I like.
You get one of those 70 degrees, bright blue skies, just a little bit of crispness in the air.
There's absolutely nothing like sitting in a tree stand and having it snow really softly and make a nice, pretty white powdered hot surface on the ground.
Not for me. That's why I'm an October hunter.
That's why once it gets into November into December, and that light coating of snow turns into a couple of feet a night, and that I'm not into the winter stuff as much anymore. Okay, what's your favorite hobby? That favorite hobby is number 10.
I don't really have any hobbies. I don't think I have. What?
Her favorite hobby is getting pissed off at me.
No, that's my favorite pastime.
Oh, okay.
Hobbies and pastimes are different, aren't they?
Yeah.
You make it easy, honey.
I try. I really do.
No, I don't really have any. I mean, when I was single, I did a lot more things. I mean, we hike and we do that kind of thing. I don't really consider those hobbies. As far as, I've tried to take up the crocheting thing, and that doesn't work, and that'll get into another question down the line. But
I think one of the hobbies that she started doing now is the editing. She'll take pictures and film, and she'll spend hours and hours in front of the computer complaining and swearing because things aren't working right. But get right down to it, and she likes that. Hi, Crystal's Texas for randomness. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think this winter I just actually bought a couple photography books. I want to up our photography and our videography. Is that the word?
Yeah, there you go.
And kick it up a notch. And yeah, I do enjoy that part of it. But
okay, we're gonna go to
what was yours? Did you say?
Oh, my
I was gonna say, I think it was the last one you just mentioned.
My favorite hobby again is hunting. It's pretty much, I work all the time, and that's pretty much what I do. Is I look forward to hunting. It's just a peaceful thing that I enjoy doing, and believe me, hunting isn't just going out and killing something. That's not any part of it.
No, I grew up in a family. We had absolutely no people that hunted, and then I met Ron. And I started hunting, and I actually enjoy bow hunting. I've never gotten a deer with my bow, but going out and sitting in a tree stand and just being in nature is so rewarding, and just seeing an animal come through the woods and that kind of thing. It's definitely a challenge. And
sitting and being really quiet, at times you'll see things that you won't see just walking or hiking. Like when we were sitting in a blind, and you have a little tiny squirrel pop its head up in front of you and look at you and duck down and play.
Yeah, the one time we were sitting up in a tree stand, I was in one side and Ron was on the other side, and there was a little chipmunk that kept coming up a dead tree, and would come up to the dead tree and look at us and go back down. And we've seen owls fly through the woods and just hear them, and it's really relaxing. It takes the stress away, I guess. That's the reason why I enjoy it. Fishing is nice too, Crystal's Texas randomness.
Yeah.
We haven't done any of that in a little bit.
We haven't done that in a little bit, basically, because when it comes to fishing,
we're not that good at it.
I'm not that good at it. Well, I used to be, but things have changed so much that, I mean, I can go back and sit on the bank and go catfishing and sit back and by a campfire and enjoy that. That's really a lot of fun. But going and trying to cast 50,000 times so that you can finally hook that one fish and be excited about it, and that kind of it's just something that I'm not good at, I guess.
Paula, why would you have that book? I have that book.
What's that?
Paula said, you can borrow my book, Shoot Video That Doesn't Suck. I have that book.
Yeah. And if you look at one of our videos about what was it, the 10 questions video?
See, right there.
Yep.
That's my hobby. I collect books.
There you go. She's had 3 books come in the mail already this week. So, okay, so let's try. Now it's number 11. Do you have any tattoos?
Nope, never will.
I've got 2 of them. I got one that the whole entire platoon got when I was in the Marine Corps. Everybody got the
looking pretty sad now.
Yeah, it's 30 years old. And then I've got one that I had a brother-in-law that was dying from cancer, and he went and he was a tattoo artist, and before he passed away, I went and had him do one so that I had that for kind of like a memento of him. Okay.
Do you wear glasses?
Not at all.
Nope, me neither.
I've worn glasses since before I was in elementary school. I've always had glasses. When I was in the Marine Corps, I got contact lenses that I could wear just during some of the things because the glasses just were kind of awkward. But I've always worn glasses.
I have glasses. I have contacts in right now because otherwise I couldn't read any of your comments. I'm vain. I don't like to wear glasses.
She's got reading glasses. She's got reading glasses that she wears to read, and she's got regular glasses that she wears until she doesn't want somebody to see them.
And then they go on my head. And they're like 4 years old. I have to go get new glasses. They're like 4 years old. They're so scratched up because when I wear them on my head, then you bang them on things.
And she's always asking me, have you seen my glasses? And she's got glasses on top of her head. And I said, they're on your head. And she's like, no, not those ones.
No, the ones that I can actually see up that aren't scratched up.
Okay, number 13, phobias.
No, I don't think so.
I'm not. It still kind of brings you back when
hey, Kenneth.
Another thing that goes back to when, as far as hunting goes, when I first started, you hear all the stories about bears and coyotes and everything like that. So you're walking out into the woods and it's pitch black out except for just the light from the moon and the stars, and you're walking out there and you're hearing noises and you're afraid that something's going to get you, and it kind of keeps the blood pumping really good. But I've kind of gotten over that because I've gotten to be too big and too tough. They don't want to eat me anyway. so I'm really not afraid of anything right now.
Except me when I get mad.
Well, I guess I can also say I've got a phobia of mortality because of the medical situations that I've had. I've kind of gotten a little bit of a scare a few times with, so far 3 strokes and 2 aneurysms. So that's kind of, I guess I'm afraid of time because time keeps ticking by, and it's like, how much more time do you have? So that's really, I guess that'd be my answer, the phobia of time.
Hey, Corey, thanks. So congratulations on your deer.
Yeah, thanks, Corey. It wasn't the biggest deer that I've ever gotten. It wasn't even close. But to be able to do it with my son and my grandson at the time, and my grandson helped me follow the deer to find it. And believe it or not, we pulled up, the deer ended up dying in the ditch next to the road. And it was a farm road, but so I pulled right up to it, and my grandson never saw a deer get field dressed. So it's strange because we have caught on camera on the dash cam from the vehicle that
he's making this.
He was making weird faces as my son was field dressing the deer. But it was that's really the most important thing about that deer right there for me. Thank you very much for the congratulations. Okay. Nicknames. I don't have any nicknames, I don't think. Well, people like Lucia, who's on here, and that they call me Ronnie Ray because that's my name. So, but that's it. I
had a couple nicknames in grammar school and high school when I played softball. He's gonna laugh because I told him what it was yesterday. They used to call me Chuckles when I was because I'd always get mad when I was pitching. I was a fast pitch pitcher, and I'd always get mad. When I get mad, I'd get stressed out, and I wouldn't pitch good. So they'd always call me Chuckles. And that, if you remember the little candy that came out, and they. So thank God I outgrew that nickname.
So keep trying to explain it.
And they used to call me Pina Colada because my last name's Colada. So, but that's about it.
Okay. How about your favorite candy?
M&M's, and yes, if it's candy, unless it has nuts in it.
I think that my favorite would be Snickers. And we basically had candy that was homemade candy most of the time. My mom and my aunts are amazing at the things that they do, and we had each one of my aunts had so many kids that it was a lot better, more cost effective to create little treats than it was to go out and buy anything. All right, let's see what we're up to. Number 16, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah. I've never seen one, but
I don't know if I would say ghosts, but
spirits, afterlife. I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't not believe. Is that easier? I don't not believe.
We're not going to be running away from Casper the Friendly Ghost, or we're not calling Ghostbusters or anything like that. But okay, let's try 17. This one's a tough one. What's your biggest downfall?
Not following through on things. I start projects and then I get distracted, like, hey, there's a squirrel and I'm going to go this direction now. So I tend to start things and want to do things, and then I get distracted and don't continue on with them.
Okay, I think my biggest downfall is my whole entire life believing that work was the most important thing, and that I had to work all of the time. I had to work as much as anybody wanted me to, and I had to be the best at whatever it was that I was doing for work. That was my biggest downfall, because you do realize after a while that no matter how much you do, you're just as important to them now, but as soon as you're gone, somebody else is just as important. Okay, now we got a question.
My sister asked if his dad was visiting again in regards to the ghosts. When Ron got real sick and when he had the Lyme disease a month ago,
yeah,
he was having really weird dreams at night, and my dad was visiting him in his dreams. We just got out of focus.
We're just got to sit still for a second and let it focus again, but there you go.
He wants to focus on Buddy. Say hi, Buddy.
Okay.
Buddy's down whining.
Let's go ahead and try.
No, you don't want to be here.
Do you like rain or snow?
Neither. But if I had to pick, I guess snow.
All right.
Just not a lot of it. Because we live in an area where 6 feet of snow overnight isn't really a big thing.
I'd have to say that I like snow more than rain because of working out in it. When it's raining, you're always wet and miserable. When it's snowing,
you're miserable anyway. But
what's that?
You're just miserable anyway.
When it's snowing, you can be bundled up enough so that you can stay warm, and you can shake the snow off. And yeah, once you get to a certain point, you can start to get wet from bundling up too much and sweating. But I'd rather see it snow than to be a constant rain.
Sue, that's Buddy. Buddy's a Pekingese. He's having some health issues. He's
13 now, and he's got a heart condition, and
he goes through these episodes at night where he'll just all of a sudden sit there, and then his all four legs will just sprawl out, and he'll just drop down on his belly and stuff. So,
but, okay. Do you have any piercings? Not any that you'll see.
Ears.
No, I don't have any piercings whatsoever.
I had 5 holes in my ears, but I haven't worn earrings in ages, so I don't know if they're still there or not.
Now we're going to ask the question number 20. We're halfway through it. Number 20 is... Gritty. Now remember, she was talking about listening to the Charlie Brown albums. So, what is your age?
You're old. You can go first.
I'm 55 years old, and I'll be 56 in January 3rd. So it's...
He's way older than I am.
No. Yep, sure I am.
I'm 53 and 358 days old.
Yes.
I'll be 54 next Wednesday. So if you guys all want to come and celebrate my birthday next Wednesday,
yeah, we'll do that. That'll be a lot of fun.
I think we'll have margaritas and hamburgers without the buns.
Okay. We're going to try question number 21. French fries or onion rings?
Onion rings.
Again, I used to love potatoes, so French fries and stuff like that was great. But I kind of do agree. I kind of slowly phased out of the French fries, and I like the onion rings better now.
We have a place around here that makes awesome onion rings too. They're not typical. They're just a pile of stuff.
Well, this one's going to be intensive. Do you have kids?
Wait, I had a picture of my pride and joy. Where'd it go? A joke from somebody. There's my pride and joy.
Okay.
I have 4 babies, and I have 5 grandkids. I skipped over the whole kid part.
I have a daughter, Shauna, who's my oldest daughter. I have a son, Bobby. I call him Bobby Bubba, that kind of thing. But he kind of likes to be called Bob. And then again, we've got the 5 grandkids, 3 from my son and 2 from my daughter. And then I have a little bit of an extended family. I have 3 stepdaughters, and this is going to be kind of strange because there's 10 grandchildren, and then we'll get really serious and talk about the 4 great grandchildren. Really, I have only.
And by next Wednesday, we should have them all covered.
Okay, let's try this. Number 23. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue.
I didn't even wear this on purpose.
I'd have to say mine is camouflage.
It's not a color.
Green and brown and black and gray.
All mixed together.
Blended together in such a natural way. Okay. Let's see, number 24. Can you sing?
Does this go back to the karaoke and the rain and the naked and the... Yeah. No, I can't sing. I can sing really good in my...
Paula, we have so many nieces and nephews and stuff like that also.
I think she's talking about my nieces too.
Oh, right. We have 2 nieces on Judy's side, and we have too many nieces and nephews to count right now. And so we can leave on my side, so we can leave it the way that goes right there. We might be able to answer that a little bit more down the road here, I guess.
Can you sing? I can sing really good in my car when nobody's there.
I used to be able to sing really well. I used to just sing just because it was something to do, and I enjoyed it. And now, for some reason, I don't sing all that well anymore. All right. Okay, let's try number 25. Can you whistle?
Nope.
Again,
can't do it.
I used to be able to whistle, but since the strokes, I started having problems being able to do it, and I still keep trying. But
did it yesterday.
Yeah, but I can't do it all the time. Sometimes
you can't whistle on command.
I really have to concentrate, and then I can whistle.
Well, there goes everything if he has to concentrate.
Forget about concentrating on anything. But okay, let's try. Where were you born?
The hospital. What? Where were you born? This is one of those security questions on the on your credit checks or on your. What? I was born local. I was born in Buffalo. Born, raised, and still living.
I was born down south of here. We can put it that way.
Down south.
Down south of here, but still in New York. Okay. Siblings.
Yeah.
You got a couple watching you right now, so be careful what you say.
I can't talk of anything bad about them. I have an older sister, an older brother, and then a younger sister. I was told that we had the younger sister to keep me company because there was 6 years between me and my older siblings. I like to harass my little sister about that.
Okay, now you'll understand why we were talking about how I've got more nieces and nephews, and I've got.
It took me 3 months to understand his current siblings when I met Ron.
I have 3 stepsisters and a half sister. I have a step brother and a brother, and a half brother. So that's where we put it at right now. So we got a whole big crew, and for some reason the whole big crew has great big crews of their own. And
my younger sister just said, "I feel so loved."
And we've had we used to have, up until this year, we've had a Halloween party for my grandkids, and they'd have all the nieces and nephews and their kids, and all of that would show up. And that's what Paula's talking about right there, the Halloween parties.
No, that was when I was born.
Oh, well. Because Halloween was something special then, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because my mom was at the hospital, so they got to go out without any adults. My dad probably, go, get out of here. That's why my dad could never remember my birthday.
Or y'all had to sit at the hospital in your costumes.
Well, that was worse when my younger sister was born, because she was born near Christmas.
Well, that's not so bad. You didn't have to sit in a costume. You were kind of. It was just Paula and Jim that were in costume. Okay. Number 28. Can you cook?
Yeah, I can hold my own.
Yeah.
We're not starving to death. As you can tell.
I do cook. I enjoy cooking breakfast. I don't know why it is, but I enjoy making breakfast.
He doesn't cook it neatly, though, so there's a lot of cleanup all the time.
I didn't say that I like doing dishes. That's why I like making breakfast. And all right, can you swim?
Yeah, I can hold my own. I wouldn't drown, I don't think. I don't swim great, but I took. We used to have to go to day camp, and they used to give you awards for your swimming and stuff like that. You got a red. I think I only got a red badge. I couldn't get the green badge because I couldn't dive. Was afraid of getting water up my nose.
Well, to this day, I still cannot swim, and there's the doctors and everything have tried to explain why I can't. I'm not afraid of water, and I'll jump into the water that's 40, 50 feet, and it doesn't scare me. I can keep myself afloat, but I can't stretch out and swim. And I was able to pass water survival in the Marine Corps. And I think that was just a testament to the fact that I'm not, if I was afraid of water and I couldn't swim, I'd probably be in a world of trouble. But I've been able to keep myself from drowning, at least for a long time. I've water skied and done everything else too. So, and Tilly's popped up here. She's trying to read the questions to us.
Come here, Tilly.
Okay, number 30. Number 30, are you religious?
Not really. My parents made me go to a Catholic school after 5th grade. I don't know why, but all of a sudden they decided to switch us from public school to private school, and we had to take classes, and we used to go to I had to go to church camp every year and stuff like that. And I'm religious in the sense that I believe in the principles, I guess, of, basically be nice to everybody, but I don't participate in any organized religion.
I would have to say that I am religious, but I'm not into the organized religion also, just because I'm not the one that's going to be able to read or memorize scripture or anything like that, but I have read the Bible and I've done a lot of things that way. But to me, most of the religions right now are more based on money than they are on actually what the Bible stands for. And that's why I'm not really into as much of the organized religion. And we'll get away from that subject, because what do they say? You don't talk about politics or religion, right? But then they put a question like that in there. Okay, 31, shower or bath? Shower.
Yeah, shower. Baths are nice to relax and soak in, and I actually want a hot tub so we can do that. But yeah, I got excited when we moved in with my mom because she's got a big soaker tub in the one bathroom, but I have yet to use it. So
I used it one time trying to get my fever down, but that was about the only time I used it. Okay, let's try number 32. The big city or out in nature?
There's Buddy coughing.
Or a dog coughing.
A dog just drank and he's coughing up a lung over there. Out in nature, of course. I lived in the big city. I lived in North Buffalo, and I hated having where you'd sit in your dining room and you'd look next door and you could see into other people's houses and that kind of thing. And even here at my mom's, we're so close to people. It's just, I've outgrown people.
I would have to say nature, but I work in Buffalo, but when she said the big city of Buffalo, I was like, Buffalo's really not that big, but it is the city.
No, well, yeah.
But
I wouldn't want to live there anymore.
No,
I mean, that's just, there's still a lot more people than out in nature where we live. There's,
right.
I mean, I enjoyed going to, we were close to Toronto, so it was a 2-hour trip up to Toronto. I enjoyed going to Toronto. I've been to Miami and stuff like that, but I don't really enjoy the hustle and bustle of large cities anymore.
I'd rather walk over to the window and have the neighbor's horse
be in our yard.
Have the neighbor's horse sticking his nose in the window or something. But yeah, give me nature anytime. Number 33. Are you a good friend? You're my bestest friend ever.
And you're my best friend too. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to think I am, but I've never had a lot of real tight, close friends like most females have. I've just never been that person, but the people that I do have, I hope they know I'd do anything for them. I mean, you know, people that I haven't talked to and stuff like that.
I think that in the same way is that I've always had friends, and all of you are my friends. But I am a good friend. I'm there to help with anything that I possibly can help and do. That was kind of a tough question. It's one of those ones that pat yourself on the back. Are you a good friend? I'm a real good friend.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
Okay, number 34. Have you broke any bones? I've never broke a bone, and that's probably why all my joints are giving out.
It's just disintegrate. He doesn't have any hips left.
But my bones are really super dense, and so that just almost as dense as I am. But they're really super dense, so I haven't broken anything, but like I said, because of not breaking stuff, the stress on my joints has been terrible.
I've broken 3 bones, and they all have fun stories. I'm sure you guys are dying to hear those. You've never heard them, have you? I broke my pinky finger. It was actually this one. It was when I was probably around 12 years old or younger. Me and my brother he'd had a paper route, and I was helping him deliver his Sunday papers. And we were flying home, racing each other. And I thought it was cool back then to have put 10-speed handlebars on my banana seat bike. So we're riding along, and he came and he hit my tire, and I went flying over the handlebars, and then I had to go into the house and tell my mom, "Hey, Mom, happy Mother's Day. Get up and take me to the hospital." And I had to have stitches in my chin, and I broke my finger. And then the other 2 were sports related. Well, not really sports related, but the next one I played softball, and I was tagging somebody out at home plate, and they ran into my arm and they broke my wrist. And the doctor told me, "What are you doing playing softball? Girls shouldn't be out there. They should be at home cooking." And he told me it was just a sprain and to go home. And about a week later, when it still hurt, I said to my mom, I said, "We need to check this out again." And they took me back, and it turned out it was broken. So I had been playing all week with a broken wrist, and we were going into playoffs, and then they put me in a damn cast, and I couldn't get a glove on my hand to play, and they wouldn't let me play with a cast. So I was pissed. I was like, "Just let me play with a sprain." And then I broke my leg. I have no idea actually how I broke that one. But again, I went to the doctors, and they said, "Oh, it was just a sprain," and they gave me an air cast. So I went hiking 4 miles and went horseback riding, and it didn't feel any better. So I went to my orthopedic and said, "Hey, this isn't, I don't think it's sprained. It's, I went and hiked 4 miles," and he looked at me strange, but turns out it was broken. And he's like, "Well, I'd tell you to slow down, but I know you're not going to." So so those are my broken bone stories.
Okay. Let's ask a next question, 35. How many TVs do you own?
2, 3 if you could count the one in the motorhome.
Yeah.
We don't watch TV either.
Yep.
We gave up our cable a long time ago. Now all we watch is YouTube.
Watch YouTube, and she'll binge watch some stuff that comes on Netflix.
Yeah, he doesn't like my choice in TV programs anyway. So.
But okay, what's the worst pain ever?
You keep looking at me first. You answer it. You got one?
I guess
we have high pain tolerances, so I guess pain can be just.
I guess it depends on
how you want to interpret pain.
Right. I think the worst pain that I've ever had is holding on to somebody's hand when they died, and I think that's the worst pain that I've ever experienced.
And I'm supposed to follow up with my back. last year when I had that sciatica pain in my back and I could barely friggin' I was driving a bus and I had to get up an hour early to see if I was going to have any pain in my back and I'd be able to walk and get on the bus and drive it.
Okay. Question 37. Do you like to dance? Well, we can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
Yeah. Because your friends don't
dance.
dance, but if they don't dance, well, there's no problem.
Yes, Ron likes to dance.
I don't dance all that well anymore with the replaced hip or whatever like that, but I used to love to dance. And when we first got together and we went to my son's wedding, she kept on feeding me alcohol after alcohol just to watch me get up and dance.
That was fun. I had a good time at that wedding.
Here comes a question for you. Do you like camping?
Well, duh. Absolutely.
I think camping
We're going camping this weekend.
Camping is a great thing. Camping this weekend is
unfortunately
the last
bittersweet because we're doing it to
so that we can
dump our tanks and clean our tanks and winterize, but
get everything all winterized in the camper and get it put away for the winter. Okay. 39. Are you weird?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm weird in a weird kind of way. But okay, now we've got number 40, the last one. You want a drum roll or you got? What's your favorite ice cream?
Yes.
Well, again, when we were kids, my dad was the one that bought my grandfather owned a dairy. So my father would bring home ice cream for the 6 kids that were living in the house. And he'd only bring the ice cream that he liked, which was maple walnut. And we had maple walnut all the time, and it was fantastic. But right now, I think my favorite is the peanut butter or chocolate peanut butter.
Mint chocolate chip, cookie dough. I bought some of the keto cookie dough ice cream and it tastes better than it did the last time when we did that taste test.
Oh, we did that pretty good. We stretched that out pretty good like that. Did anybody else come in that we missed during the whole thing here?
I think we said hello to everybody.
Has anybody got any other questions that you want to ask of us before the end of the live? Anybody got anything that comes to mind that we didn't answer along the way? Some deep, dark secret that you want to find out about? What was that? My late
husband was one of 12 kids. That was quite the family gathering when they were all together with the kids and the grandkids. Yeah, I can imagine that was kind of like how it was at Ron's house for things.
The Austin family reunion is really a fun time because my mom is the youngest of 10 kids, and each one of the 10 kids had at least 6 kids. So when we have the family reunions, it gets pretty crazy, especially since those 60 kids have had more kids than we want to.
Can't imagine if actually every one of your family members showed up.
Right.
They had a quilt for the family members, and now it's gone into 2 quilts, and I think that's even too small.
Right. But there's my grandmother told me one time that if I met a girl and she wasn't related, marry her, because there was just so many. Our family was just so big and so spread out down in the area. You go to a football game and it was Austin takes the snap from Austin, he throws the ball to Austin. Oh, and he's tackled by Austin so it was kind of a funny thing. The family was just so big that we spread over so many school districts.
Avenger RV, I agree with you. I have to ask her, is this someone I've met when she talks about somebody? Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like, who, what, which? Because a lot of them have very similar names too, so it's even more confusing.
Well, we're getting pretty close to the end of it right now.
Yeah, it's a math story for kids problem.
Yeah, how many Austins will you find in Chautauqua County? But now we're spread out all over the world, all over the country, and it's I've got just my immediate family. I've got a stepsister in Ohio. I have a half sister in Texas. I have two sisters that are living right close by to here in Silver Creek and Cheektowaga. And I've got a brother in New Hampshire, and I've got a brother that is an assistant chief of police in Bristol, Tennessee. And I have...
It's a fun one because we get to go to the racetrack.
Right, get to go to the racetrack and...
We got connections. That was actually cool because we got to see the behind the scenes the one time where they showed us what they do.
Up in the control tower where they can zoom in on anybody that's walking around anywhere.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
They can check body temperature of people from the control center, and they can tell if they've got any type of extra stuff on them, any paraphernalia or anything like that. They can do that all electronically. It's amazing. Yeah, and then I've got a half brother that lives locally in Cassadaga. So, but yeah, we're spread out pretty far.
All right, so that's our exciting life. Now you guys know all our answers to all our security questions on our on our things. We're gonna have to go in and change them all tonight. Thank you all for showing up.
Yeah, thank you everybody.
Thank you, Sue.
And thank you, Sue,
Always
for moderating for us
you.
again.
My sisters.
And yeah, both sisters are here. I think Lucia is still here someplace.
Yep, Lucia was here.
So Lucia is part of the big Austin family. She married into it though. But,
all right.
Okay.
I
don't know.
Yeah, Sue, can you drop the link for
Northwoods?
And then if anybody else is in there, and if anybody's here, you guys head over to the Northwoods. They're going on at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Again, thank you all very much, and we'll talk to you later.
No, not Cassadaga, Florida.
No, Cassadaga, New York.
Yeah, Cassadaga, New York. We wish it was Florida. I'd be down there right now.
Yeah, we'd be visiting Cassadaga, Florida, if that's where they were hanging out. But
all right, till next week. Hopefully next week we're gonna have a birthday celebration. I don't really celebrate my birthday, but
we're trying to do.
We might eat cake.
We're trying to do a superstar salute every week. It's kind of hard because some people that you want to, that you want to bring on are not comfortable coming on and talking about things. And
yeah, so if anybody knows anybody to shout out, or
if you
let us know.
If you have somebody that you are very proud of, something that they're doing for the community or for whatever that makes the world better, those are the type of people that we're looking for. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks. And we'll see you next week.